Hello everyone and thanks for joining us. This is Amhara Media Corporation, Amhara TV News. I am Gaila Damu. Stay with us. Minister of Government Communication Service Laggasa Tulu said the terrorist TPLF infiltrated into Kombolcha town and killed more than 100 youths. He indicated that the group has also been destroying and looting public and private properties. The minister urged the international community to condemn the continuous atrocities being committed by the terrorist TPLF. Laggasa also warned allies of the terrorist group to refrain from their action of disseminating disinformation and creating uncertainty on the national unity of the country. Government Communication Service called on all sections of the society to respond for the duty call and join the survival struggle against the terrorist TPLF. Fikardi Zaudu reports.
Briefing the media yesterday, Minister of the Federal Government Communication Service, Laggasa Tulu, said activities are underway to dissolve the terrorist TPLF, which has been striving to dismantle Ethiopia. The minister stated following the emergency call of the Amhara regional government, many people are responding, adding that there will not be any time to waste regarding to join the National Defense Force.
ምላሽ በእጅጉ የሚያኮራና የሚደነቅ ነው ነገር ግን አሁንም ጊዜ ስለሌለን
We appreciate the positive response of the society in this regard. However, we need to accelerate what we are doing because time is against us. So everyone should consider the time constraint and act accordingly in supporting and joining the defense force. The government asks all the people of Ethiopia work in collaboration and support each other as usual.
ስለዚህ መንግስት አሁንም ህብረተሰቡ በጀመረው አግባብ በፍጥነት ለወገኖቹ እንዲደርስ ደግሞ ማሳሰቢያዎችን ይሰጣል.
The minister indicated that the National Defense Force is demonstrating successful operations in Wallo front.
ሀገር መከላከያ ሰራዊታችን የህብረተሰቡን ደጀንነት በመጠበቅ አሁንም በከፍተኛ ተጋድሎ
Backed up by its people, the National Defense Force is moving and working in bravery. As I mentioned it earlier, our defense force achieved a great success in Wallo front and still fighting at Kombolcha and Desse courageously. There has been some inconvenience caused by infiltrators, but now everything is back to normal and our force is standby to defeat more battles.
ተልኮ ብቁ ሆኖ ስራውን በማከናወን ላይ ይገኛል.
According to the minister, there are damages committed by infiltrators and bandits who managed to be in Kombolcha and Desse. Executing over 100 youths at Kombolcha is the display of the terrorist TPLF's atrocity.
የወሎን እና የደሴን ሰርጎ የገባባቸው አካባቢዎች እኛ ከናንተ ምንም አንፈልግም.
The terrorists sneaked to Kombolcha and Desse yesterday at night and destroy lots of things, including executing 100 youths of Kombolcha. The terrorists managed to infiltrate and kill by saying the people that we have no business with you. We only want the people of Prosperity Party. But after robbing many properties of the town, the terrorist group killed 100 people in cold blood.
ሌሊት በአንድ ላይ በአንድ ረድፍ አሰልፎ ጨፍጭፏቸዋል.
He added, people should close the way out of the town and let no TPLF clip get out.
ወሎ ግንባር ያለው ህዝባችን የትኛውም የወሎ ንብረት ተነቃቅላ ተጭና ከአካባቢው እንዳይንቀሳቀስ በቻሉት ሁሉ መንገድን በመዝጋት
Our people in the Wallo front should work to stop the terrorists from taking its property and resources out of the town until the National Defense Force take measures. People should know who we are fighting with. We are fighting with terrorists who are willing to kill and die to dismantle Ethiopia and build the greater Tigray in its expense. People should understand what TPLF is.
አግባብ ህዝቡ ይሄን ተገንዝቦ ራሱን እንዲጠብቅ
He further explained that the government is taking measures to stop fake news and false propaganda.
በማህበራዊ ሚዲያ የመከላከያ ኃይላችንን የመንግስት እንቅስቃሴን እና አጠቃላይ የህብረተሰቡን ዩኒቲ ለመከፋፈል
We have been warning the ones who were disseminating false propaganda to divide our unity, and we started taking measures on those who didn't stop their evil deeds. So we still want to warn activists of different social media to restrain themselves from disseminating fabricated information in support of TPLF and against the people and National Defense Force of Ethiopia.
ደግሞ የህብረተሰቡን አጠቃላይ አንድነት የሀገሪቷን አንድነት በዚህ አስቸጋሪ ጊዜ የሀገሪቷን አንድነት በመሸርሸር ለጁንታው ኃይል የምትሰሩ ኃይሎች አሁንም እጃችሁን እንድትሰበስቡ
Bahar Dar City Mayor Dr. Dres Sahlu called on the people to join the survival campaign as soon as possible to resist and destroy the invading terrorist TPLF. Ababa Brahani tells us more.
Mayor of Bahar Dar City Administration, Dr. Dres Sahlu said, following the duty call, private and government militias are being registered for the existential campaign to join the war. As to the explanation of the Deputy Mayor, the National Defense Force, Special Forces of the region, militias and FANO have been fighting with the terrorist group TPLF in the war front. He stated that after TPLF has made the war public, it has been invading different parts of Amhara region, robbing lots of properties and wealths, and killing people. Explaining that security bodies have been fighting with the terrorist group in the war front in a coordinated way, the Deputy Mayor stated that the people should support the security body by publicizing the campaign. He also explained that following the duty call, different activities are being undertaken for the success of the campaign.
በሁሉም ክፍለ ከተሞችና በገጠር ቀበሌዎቻችን የግል ታጣቂዎች ሚሊሻዎች እና የመንግስት ታጣቂዎች በሙሉ
We have begun registering both private and government militias who have weapons for the existential campaign. The registration will be completed up to October 25. Executive bodies have been deployed to carry out this task.
የሚጠናቀቀው እስከ 25 ድረስ ነው። ይህንን የሚያከናውን ኃይል ምደባ ተሰጥቶት ኦሪንቴሽን ተሰጥቶት ወደ ስራ ተሰማርቷል።
As to the explanation of Dr. Dres, following the duty call, private and government militias in the city and rural qabeles are being registered for the campaign, adding that registration and recruitment of the youth for Special Force and National Defense Force will be undertaken up to October 25 Ethiopian calendar.
የታጠቀ ኃይልና እንዲሁም ደግሞ ሌሎች በተጠባባቂ ኃይልነት ባለፈው ያሰለጠናቸው ኃይሎች
militias and reserved powers who have trained before will be made to go to the war front. We will also organize non-militant group who can be a back end for the National Defense Force. We will create convenient environment for people of the city to accept the call of the government and join the existential campaign. Leaders will also be in front to organize the people and go to the war front.
ወደ ግንባር የሚተሙበትን ምቹ ሁኔታ እንፈጥራለን። ለዚህ አመራሩን በግንባር ቀደምትነት ህብረተሰቡን አደራጅቶ አብሮ ወደ ግንባር ይሄዳል።
The Deputy Mayor called on the people to join the campaign and make the war public so as to destroy the terrorist group and complete the campaign and to turn their face to development. He also stated that direction has been set to establish organization that can manage logistics supply and protect the peace and security of the environment, adding that leaders will be in front to lead the existential campaign. Dr. Dres also urged the people who do not go to the war front to organize themselves and actively protect their surrounding from strangers.
በፍጥነት ይህንን ወራሪ ኃይል ከክልላችን አስወጥተን ወደ መደበኛ ኃይል ማስራች መመለስ አለብን። ነጻነታችንን በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ
we have to speedily expel the invading and terrorist group from our region and back to our development activity. We have been working in commitment to ensure our freedom within a short period of time. We have found the initiative of the people to support the campaign appreciable. I want to extend my message that the people should keep on its commitment to complete the campaign within a short period of time and back to development activity.
ይህ ተጠናክሮ እንዲቀጥልና በአጭር ጊዜ ያቀድነውን እቅድ ፈጽመን ፊታችን ወደ ልማት እንድናዞር ለህብረተሰቡ ጥሪ ለማስተላለፍ ነው።
Media and communication scholars at Hawassa University said Ethiopia needs to expand its options to make the truth accessible to the international community in order to counter the deviant Western media report. Ran Workana has the details.
Scholars approached by Ethiopian News Agency said that Ethiopian media outlets have great responsibility to inform the new beginnings to the international community so as to avert the dissemination of misleading information by Westerners about Ethiopia. The scholars stated that the government has to use international languages and social media to show the reality of the country. Lecturer of Development Studies and Journalism in Hawassa University, Dr. Melissa Odejeni said, balance and fairness are the primary principles of journalism.
ባሁኑ የምዕራባውያን ጋዜጠኝነት ላይ የምታየው አንድ መስመር ብቻ ነው።
These days, the report of Western media is one directional because the issue, the information and the narrative lies on one side. Therefore, during this time, ethical principles of journalism is falling down. Basically, in the history of journalism, this is the time where Ethiopia is being pressured by Western media outlets. Therefore, the report lacks the basic principles of journalism and it is all about propaganda.
የፕሮፓጋንዳ ስራ ነው።
Dr. Melisov has stated that the main reason why Westerners disseminating misleading information is not emanated from lack of professionalism, rather to show the interest of pressurizing on the internal affairs of the country.
የኢትዮጵያ ሚዲያ ምን ማድረግ አለበት? በጣም ስትራይኪንግ የሆኑትን በጣም ወሳኝ የሆኑትን
The Ethiopian media outlets should make the most decisive issues headline on Twitter campaigns. In addition to this, Ethiopian media outlets should report the issue using international languages like Arabic and English, so as to counterbalance for the dis and misinformation of Western media.
በውጭ ቋንቋዎች ፕሮግራሞችን ዜናዎችን ማድረስ
Media and Communication Department head at Hawassa University, Hiwot Hailu, on her part stated that the report of some Western media about the atrocities of the terrorist TPLF is protruding from the principles of journalism. She said Western media have been reporting the government's law enforcement operation wrongly.
የአይን እማኞቹ ናቸው ተብሎ ኢቭን የሚቀርቡ ሰዎች እነማን ናቸው? ከአሸባሪ የኢትዮጵያ መንግስት አሸባሪ ብሎ ከፈረጀው ቡድን
Even the eyewitness accounts are directly selected from the members of the terrorist TPLF group, not from the innocent civilians in Western media outlets. Apart from this, the report of some Western media is showing the meddling on the internal affairs of the country. Therefore, the main reason of Western media's report is to make the current situation of Ethiopia to become aggravated and to create a platform of dismantling one another.
እርስ በርሳችን የምንበታተንበትን መንገድ ለመፍጠር ነው።
Hiwot further stated that togetherness and unity of the Ethiopian people have created threat to Westerners by now. She also requested Ethiopian media outlets to focus and work on reports that show unity of Ethiopian people.
አንደኛ ሚዲያዎቻችን አንድ መሆናችንን ማሳያ በሆኑ ስራዎች ላይ ትኩረት ማድረግ መቻል አለባቸው።
Primarily, Ethiopian media outlets should focus on issues that make Ethiopian people united. Secondly, the media should work on enhancing the psychology and create awareness to the public. Unity is a base for people. So Ethiopian media outlets should focus on reports to make the people united.
የህብረተሰቡ አንድነት ላይ ሚዲያዎች መስራት መቻል አለባቸው።
She said Westerners are not happy about the fact that Ethiopia is playing great role in the Horn of Africa. Therefore, the government has to use different alternative media to prevent the pressure of Westerners on Ethiopia.
You're watching Amhara Media Corporation, Amhara TV News, and now let's take a look at the foreign exchange rate and Karat rate. That's all we have for now. I am Gaila Damu. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.